And we're live. So I'm going to pass the mic to Allie.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Allie.
Hey.
Hey, Allie.
So those of you that went to Paco's session, just keep in mind that this session happens before that. So there's going to be a lot of like intro stuff, talking about norms, setting the stage for the next 3 days of programming. So this one happens first, and then Paco's, and then if you're going tomorrow for Aileen's, that's the last session. So that's something to keep in mind. Does anyone need to do anything to get started? Grab your pen and paper, anything like that? Okay. All right. So welcome to Hour Bound Session 1, learning and sharing about each other. Next slide. So I'm Allie. I'm from NYC Hour Bound Schools. I'll be one of your facilitators today. And Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And so you can call me Allie. You can see in my name it says Allison. That's my full name. And Allie is the nickname that I go by. I wanted to know if anyone else has a nickname that's different than the name on in the bottom of your screen. You can say it in the chat, or you can say it, turn your mic off and say it in the room. Okay, Kat, I like that. Anyone else? Okay, Richard, I'm gonna call you Richard. Trevor, you're Trevor. Gator, got it. Lulu, am I pronouncing that correctly? All right, Trevor, you're gonna go as Waffles. Janet, Queen Janet, got it. Olga, do you want to go by anything else? All right.
As good as Olga.
You're good as Olga. Okay, that sounds good. All right, we'll keep it like that. So, in that major slide, well, no, we'll just move on. Okay, we're gonna play something just to break the ice. Because, you know, this is our first time together. I know this might feel a little bit weird. So has anyone ever played Zen counting? Okay, so
No.
what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and count to 10, but with no order in the group, okay? So anyone at any time can say the next number, but we can't interrupt each other. If we interrupt each other, we're gonna have to start over, okay? So if you don't really get it, you'll probably get it when we get started, okay? So I'll start, and remember, we just wanna count from 1 to 10 without interrupting each other, and there's no order. Ready? 1.
5.
No, well, we have to go, sorry, we have to go in order of the numbers, but we don't have an order of who will go next.
Got it.
2, 3. That was confusing. All right, 1.
2.
3.
4.
5.
6.
7.
8. Oh, okay. Let's try one more time. 1.
2.
3.
We got to start over. Ready? 1.
2.
3.
4.
5.
6.
7.
Start over.
All right.
All right, this is going to be our last try. We'll see how far we can get. 1.
2. Or I said it before you too.
I said it first, Gator.
I was completely done the word, and then you said it.
Okay, we'll move on. Maybe we'll get back to it. Okay. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna play truth or dare. Does anyone know what that is? And that could explain it? Waffles?
Well, it's where I ask a question, and if you don't want to answer it, you have to do the thing that you're going to make me do.
I don't understand.
I don't understand that
That's an
either.
interesting way of describing it. Truth is kind of like a question that we're going to ask you to answer, and dare is usually something a little more active and physical. And take a group poll. It's going to pop up on your screen, and you're going to tell me, do you want to do truth or dare? All right, I'm sharing the results. Oh, it's 50-50. All right, let's start.
Where was
Let's
it
start with
supposed to show up on my
truth.
screen?
What?
Where was it supposed to show up on my screen?
Oh, you didn't get it?
No, it only came on my phone. I'm using it.
Can you see it now?
No.
All right. Well, write it down. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So you said that you wanted to do truth and dare equally. So I'm going to choose, let's start with truth. So tell the truth about this one.
Are those our only options?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to share the results. 86% sibling, 14% pet. Does anyone want to share why they chose that answer?
Well, me personally, I have 4 sisters. I always wanted a brother, and I had been pushing for it most of my childhood, but it never happened. So I still want a brother.
Nice.
I think pets are a waste of fur.
Nice. Okay. All right, let's do one more. We're going to do truth or dare. Okay. Again with the truth. I can't believe it. I wasn't expecting that.
I'll put dare. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Me too.
All right, let's do a dare then. Okay.
Yay,
So,
minority rules.
for a dare, we're gonna all start singing happy birthday together, and then we're gonna mute you, and then we're gonna unmute you, and hopefully we'll all still be in tune. Lisa, do you have control over that? Okay, so I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna start singing. Everyone has to be unmuted.
Okay.
Just to start. Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Birthday, dear.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
Happy
to
you.
Somebody.
Okay, it wasn't perfect, but you challenged yourself, and that's what I care about. So good job. Nice. Okay. All right. So we've already gotten started. You've already challenged yourselves a little bit. But we need to set some norms for today and for the rest of the week while we're together. Does anyone know the term norms? Like what does that mean? When do you have norms and other times? Just norms for right now. I'm not showing you all of the norms. We'll get to them, but I just want to know what a norm is. If anyone, you can type it in the chat if you want to. Rules for the group. Thanks, Kat. Guidelines. Yeah, totally. Because sometimes it feels like you can't break a rule. Yeah, to agree how the meeting should be. Totally. Yeah. A nickname for Norman. Yeah. Group behaviors. Excellent. Yeah, these are all spot on. You're all are doing great. So the ones for this week when you're with Outward Bound is these look familiar to you. Be respectful, be open-minded, be present. They're your habits of heart and mind, Wheels. Wow, you knew it. Yeah. And so each one of these is what we're going to be expecting this week. So anytime you're working with Wheels, these are things that you're striving to be. This is what we're going to be this time. So being respectful of one another. We're sharing things like we did things in Truth and Dare that we shared, and we want to be respectful of that. Being open-minded when, this is really different than we normally do things. Try to be open-minded and try to be present. So whether that means for you having your video on or participating in the chat or having your microphone on, we need you to participate in one or all of those ways. It's a challenge by choice, so it's up to you. But there are times where we might say, put on your video even just for a few seconds. And we're gonna really ask you to challenge yourself, okay? So if you can, this is your first challenge, even if you don't wanna put your video on, we wanna see a thumbs, like a thumbometer. So if you can do all these things, we wanna see a nice big thumbs up. If you really can't, you're a thumbs down, and you can be anywhere in between. If you don't want to turn your video on, maybe just let us see just your thumb. And if not, you can tell us in the video. Yeah. Thank you, Olga. Nice waffles. Thanks, Jay. Lulu. Oh, thanks. Great job. Kat, did you want to write in the chat where you're at? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thank you, Richard. Thanks, Badri. Look at that cool, you know all the tricks. Thumbs mostly up. Thanks, Kathy. Kat, that was great. All right, so our main goal today is I can learn something I didn't already know about my crewies. Okay. And the way that we're going to do that is we are going to be doing a few more of those polls, but we're going to be having conversations in breakout rooms with one another. And so we're going to pull up a slide in a little bit, and you're going to just take a few moments to journal and think some of your thoughts out before you get into a room with other people. So does everyone have their pens and paper? Nice. Okay. So Lisa is going to share a slide with you all, and I want you to journal on those questions. There's 3 questions, and just take a moment to think about your answers to them and journal it out. I'm gonna put a timer on. So just.
Cartoon.
Okay, that was time. So we're going to be putting you out into breakout rooms where you're going to talk about your answers to these questions. I know we just went over them, but I want to remind you again, be respectful of people's answers, right? People are entitled to have whatever answer to these questions that they want, and be open-minded about that. We're going to be coming in and out to check on everyone. So if you have a question, just hold tight. There will be an adult that comes into the room. We want you to be able to have time to share with one another so that you can learn new things about people in your crew, and two, so you can see if you have anything in common. So if someone is sharing while you're talking to one another, we want you to do a hand signal like this, so you don't have to necessarily interrupt them. Are there any other hand signals that you all have used to communicate things so you don't have to interrupt someone? Okay. I know that sometimes people do a snap. If you want to do a different kind of hand signal to signal to someone that we have something in common, you can do that. Okay. And this is going to be a challenge where if you want to turn your camera on when you are in conversation with people in your small breakout room, that this might be a good time to do it. Again, challenge by choice. Okay. Lisa, do you have anything to add before we go into breakout rooms?
Nope.
All right.
All right. See you soon.
All right. I'll see you in there.
Oh. All right, they went. I think we should go post the questions in their rooms.
I know, I was just thinking that.
I tried to copy and paste it really fast, but
I made a document so that I could copy and paste things really fast with like the core values and all the things on it, but I forgot.
that's okay. I can go start posting the questions in there.
How do I get into the breakout rooms?
You can't, maybe. Does it say breakout rooms on the bottom of yours? Because when I was co-host, once the breakout rooms were created, I was able to go into them. Remember when I was your co-host?
Yeah. I think that we need to go into the settings. We should write this down. We need to go into the settings and make it so that what the co-host can do, I think.
How many minutes do they have for it?
I'm just giving them 5 minutes right now until they come out of their rooms. So I have it on a timer.
Okay, I'm gonna go dive in and give them the questions.
Oh, here, let me put in the chat what the questions are so that you can just copy and paste them. Thank you, Lisa. I think you utilizing the chat to give a visual is really great.
Yeah, it's nice, right? I was just typing it as you were going. Okay, I'm gonna go give it to them.
Yeah, and I can have a document ready for you next time. I don't. Anyway, should it? Well,
Yeah.
learnings, right?
Yeah. I hope I don't turn anybody into the host by accident. Here I go. I have one unassigned participant.
What?
I have one unassigned participant. Oh, it's you. Okay.
Oh.
It's hard because I don't know. Wait, let me go make sure Janet's not sitting by herself because.
Probably be happy.
All right, they're not alone. Phew. Okay, and I have one last one to go to.
Okay.
Who is it? That's these people. They're really all chatting it up in there.
Are they? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I can't get a word in edgewise. I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, I listened for so long to the, who is it? Gator, Kathy, and Olga group, and I was like, what are they talking? And then it ended with Wanye being like, but then the Roadrunner would get away. So I don't know how that even matters. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys? Like, this conversation was so serious and like heated. Like, okay. All right, I'm gonna go last room. I'm gonna go give them the questions.
it's me. Hey, Badri, you making a video? Too bad the breakout rooms don't get recorded.
All right, they're all doing okay. Let's send
I
them a
just
message.
realized that I was sitting here alone this whole time and it's recording me. Just me.
Oh yeah, it's recording us completely. We better be careful what we say.
I just said, I was like, hey, Badri, you making a video?
Oh boy. Okay, well.
How are they doing?
They were all doing good. They were all having conversations. Some of them, all of them, very serious conversations, but apparently about cartoon characters.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's give them a 2-minute warning. Do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
2 minutes left. If someone hasn't had a chance to share, please give them some space. Okay.
Do you think that there's any value in like, because we do have kind of this theme of like in Paco session, it's like we're going on a hike and Alina's the campfire. Do you think there's any value to calling this like tent time or anything?
The only thing is, like, I started thinking about, like I said it earlier, like, I think it's important for us to keep it separate from the trip just because they have no concept of the camping
I totally
trip.
agree.
Oh, we
I
can
feel
also
like
do
it
this.
Welcome back.
It was so fun.
Left back
All
and
right,
third.
so I don't know if you've figured out things that you all have in common, but the next challenge that you have has to do with that. So, all right. So has anyone ever heard of goal, plan, action? Yeah? Okay. So goal, plan, action is the way that you plan for a group challenge. And in these next few days, you're going to be getting some group challenges and you're definitely going to have to plan for it. So you always have to know what your goal is so that everyone knows exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to make a plan as a group, and then action means you go and you like go and you do whatever task or challenge it is. So our goal is for when you go to you're going to go back into your breakout rooms, is for you to figure out the one thing that you all have in common that you want to share with the rest of the group. And you are going to, when you come back together in a group setting like this, you're going to have to mime it out like charades while everybody else tries to guess what it is. Okay?
Can you
Peter.
restate that? Because I'm getting distracted by Trevor's cats a little.
Yeah, me too. They're
It's
so
like restate it because I
distracting.
didn't catch it all.
They're beyond cute, Trevor, but would you mind?
What? Virtual
We
back.
know those aren't your cats, Trevor.
They are.
Whose cats
So they
those?
are, though. Those are really his kittens.
Oh,
You just
those are
got
really your cats? Never mind.
We can't
All right.
act ours out. It's too complicated.
Well, you're gonna have to try, or maybe
I
you
don't
need
agree.
to. Maybe you need a new plan. Maybe you need to find something new that you all have in common. So it could be something that you all already have in common from your last conversation, or maybe you need to think of something new so you can mime it out. And it can't be your age. It can't be what school you go to. It can't be where you live, because these are all things that we know we already have in common. It has to be something interesting. Okay? And then we're going to vote on the group that has the most interesting thing in common afterwards. Okay? So who can repeat for me, whether it's in this chat, whether it's in the chat or verbally, what the goal is for this next session?
Divine.
We have to mime out our common goal.
Not your
The
common
common thing we
goal,
have
just
in-
something that you have in common as a group.
What we have in common.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I see that goal thing up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about the goal right now.
That's
Okay?
distracting.
So we're going to send you into your breakout rooms, and you're going to come up with your plan for what it is that you all have in common and how you're going to mime it to the rest of the group. Any questions? Olga, raise your hand.
Yeah,
I don't know my group.
Okay.
when you say mime it, we have to mime it out. Like, do you mean the three of us in the group, like, or one of us mimes it out, or all of us mime it out? I don't understand.
It can be all of you, or you can designate one person. I think it'd be kind of fun if all three of you are miming it at the same time, to be honest, but I understand if you don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay, and what it means to mime or charades, it means that you can't use the chat and you can't use your voice. You have to do it like body language. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh, sure, Lulu?
What time, how long are we gonna have in that room this time?
Great question. So you all are gonna have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, is anyone not ready? On your mark, get set, plan. Oh.
Richard tried to be the bad kid. Did you hear him?
No.
You were like, I think it would be a good idea if you all like figured out a way, something like that. And he's like, I don't. And then Laura started laughing. I couldn't believe that I heard him. That was so good. Everyone wants to be the bad kid.
Can you tell me who's in which rooms?
Yes. Let's see. We have Badri, Laura, and Richard in one room.
Oh, wait, hold on one second. Okay, Badri.
Lulu.
Yeah.
And Richard.
Uh-huh.
We have Gator, Kat, and Olga. We have Janet and Waffles. Does Janet have a special name?
Oh, Jay.
Jay.
Okay.
All right, should I broadcast 1 minute?
Yeah. How do you spell charade?
CHARADE.
Very good. I almost think I've done too many polls.
My back. All right, I'm closing the rooms. I got a 60-second timer.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's going to be good to like talk with the co-instructors about how you want them to interject, because I don't know if you want me ever to say like reiterate or whatever. Should we do an example? Should we go first? What's one thing we have in common? We both have cats. How do we do that? Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, good.
All right, 17 seconds. I feel like I'm doing planks, like when you're waiting for the counter to go down. Oh, this is all recording again.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Here they come.
Oh God, 2 minutes went by really quick.
All right, so we all know the goal is to have a charade for what we have in common. You were just in your planning time, and now it's action. So Lisa and I will go first as an example and try and guess what we have. You can write it in the chat, or you can write it, or you can just say it out loud. Ready?
Cat. Kitten.
They have cats in common. Cats, kittens.
We have cats. We both have cats. Yes.
Both have cats.
All right, what group wants to go next?
We do.
Hey,
Sorry, Richard and Badri.
Richard
Ready?
is up. Richard is up.
No, all of us.
Okay, we're all ready?
Okay.
All right.
They all
Mustang.
have
Chin. Chin? Okay. Chin kisses.
earlobe.
Ears. No, I don't.
You have chin kiss ears.
You hear? What do you hear?
Oh, it sounds like two words. Two words sounds like.
Sounds like.
Uh-huh. Okay, the second word sounds like. Oh, there's two words.
Second word.
Two. It sounds like two.
You have two ears. You both have two chins. You
Chin. Sounds like chin.
Chin two.
have double chin.
Oh, you have double chin.
Oh, double chin.
Oh God, you
That
guys
was
are funny.
Okay, I'm supposed to mime out hours, and this is going to be impossible.
What? What? That's the name of our dog.
What is?
Chimpu.
Who are you with, Olga?
I am with Kathy and
Okay.
Wanye.
Okay, here's the thing.
Oh, sorry, Gator.
I'm on a phone, so I can't really see a lot of people. All right, so who's signing? Who's doing?
Am I supposed to do? Is it my
Let's
turn?
look at Olga. Oh,
Mhm. I would
be
switch to
Olga.
gallery view instead of speaker view.
it's just I have a phone. It's just I can't do it
There's
on
no-
this.
You can't do gallery on phone. Okay, I'm on a tablet.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. I don't even. This isn't even a thing.
You can do it.
Okay.
I didn't see what you did.
I didn't do anything yet.
Oh, okay,
I'm trying
that's
to-
why. That
All right,
explains.
Olga, ready, set, go.
Olga, you're walking.
You're leaving.
You're picking something up. You're looking out the window. I don't know what that is.
Indoor exercise.
Want to get out? You all have
Janet
come and you want to get
Fitness.
out of your.
Janet
Push-ups.
Fitness.
You're
Oh.
doing push-ups.
Janet Fitness.
You're
You don't like walls.
you're trying to.
Pushing. Break
You're
out.
losing it.
I
Break
forgot
out.
what we agreed on now.
Indoors. Everybody's locked indoors, trying to get out.
Never recording this.
You're doing great. Keep going. You're trying to hug the
You are
wall.
strong.
You're having a fit.
Yes, you're getting close, Allie. Allie's is pretty close.
Because you're never ever going to guess it.
She's
All right,
very
last,
strong.
last
That was
round
good.
of guesses, and then you can tell us.
What's
You are
interesting is that you have this
strong.
in common. You have
You're
this,
trying to jump out the window.
Talking about being strong.
Trying to
Allie's
escape.
the closest. You're having a tantrum.
You have
Trying to
mentally
be-
strong bounds of your mind.
Strong walls,
You know
strong
what a door
boundaries.
looks like.
trying to-
Strong boundaries.
You don't know what a door looks like.
Strength in
All right,
numbers.
let
Strength in
let us know. What is it?
Pushing
Ghost
the
town.
boundary.
Someone else in the group say it.
It was irrational determination.
And how
Really
come y'all
close.
couldn't get
Really-
that?
Yes, that
What
was
was so
close.
hard
Olga.
about that? That was like,
That was very close.
I'm ashamed of you.
No, it was on the tip of your tongue. I know.
Wow.
You got Chimpu.
All right, and the last crew.
Chimpu.
Janet,
Chimpu.
are you ready?
Yeah. Ready, set, go.
Dentist.
Yeah. You got it.
You love the dentist?
We want to go to the dentist.
That background.
Dentist office.
That's special.
Yeah.
Wait, who was in your group?
Janet, do this.
Oh yeah, Janet.
She has
Oh, the broken tooth.
My broken tooth.
Okay,
Oh,
good
okay.
job, everyone.
Yay!
Action. So as we said before, we are going to just take a poll of whose action we liked the best. So I'm just going to launch the polling here.
We get to vote for ourselves.
Yeah, you can vote for yourselves.
That's the only vote that's ever gonna come out of me for myself. So
Good. Oh. Phew.
Okay. All right, I'm going to share the results. Irrational determination. Trevor, did it work for you this time?
You did. If I only have one device open, it works.
Cool. Okay. All right. So we are nearing the end of our session. I do have one more poll for you to, there's 2 questions. It's one, we want to see, did we hit where we, did we accomplish all we wanted to with our learning target? So that one's going to come up. And then 2, it's going to see if you learned anything new about anyone today. All right, so we're going to do the first one. Okay. All right, so we said that everyone learned at least one new thing. So if you could type into the chat at least one new thing that you learned about someone today.
Wondering how you do these polls.
Everyone, that's great. All right, we're gonna really thank everyone for their participation today, whether it was on video, which makes me really happy, if it was on like hearing your voice or even in the chat. It was really good to connect with you today. Remember, tomorrow's session starts at, I don't know, whatever time. And I want to know how you're feeling about it. So this is our last poll. There's been a lot of polls, but this is the last poll of the session. And you can click on multiple of these answers. I want to know how you're feeling about the session for tomorrow. Where we're going to challenge, it's like another challenge.
Can you pick more than one?
You can pick more than one. Yeah, you can pick as many as you want. Right. Right, so we're mostly feeling excited, which is really cool. I'm glad we're feeling silly. I understand feeling a little bit nervous and anxious. And if you have any suggestions of how to make things less nervous or anxious feeling, you can write that in a private chat or an email. Maybe Lisa, you can put my email in the chat. And thank you so much for today. Does anyone want to share anything else? Lisa, do you have any last words?
Thank you. It was so fun. Thanks for letting us get to know you more.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Lisa, for the wonderful session virtually. Amazing. Well done. Nicely done.
You're welcome. If you're actually needing to leave in real time, just give me 1 second so I can post this poll here for you.
That's not true. He's messing with you, Allie.
Oh.
But thank you to Allie for leading that session for us.
It's really
Yeah,
great.
thank you, Allie and Lisa.
Let's see.
Lisa.
Okay, does this link work? No, it doesn't. I'm trying to figure out how to share the link. So now we're gonna switch over to some live feedback and Q&A with Allie.
Janet, you can stop the recording now, Janet.
I'm the one recording, actually. So.
Yeah, I don't
Lisa,
have the
you can